enti said the sapoma edi report no edi emaye no se ohwe wo screen so abehu se edom no dodo na no efrase a wo mo efri o mo fiefie mo aba the respective polling stations na afei wo mo aba be hwe se sorting no any counting processes ni nyina no ebetimi akoso said the emra no etimi etie now quite interestingly no esha say yankakra the 119 polling stations ni nyina no go through this particular processes na afi emtwan kosi se emmo nonsia nkosi nonson so no na polling stations ni nyina no aye counting no ewie na ye de madu nyina no akwa kopie mu
it is going to be an asphalt because and also some of them believe that even if it's an attempt to sway their votes to the NDC side, it is fine because some of them they don't recall. This is coming from the youth that we engage and some of the Okada riders that I can assume their age range being between 20 to 28, telling me that since they were born, they've not seen any grader or any roller on their roads, reshaping the roads within the chakras. We've also heard report that when Chito, the situation is not different. Machines are on their roads that are reshaping them. And if you move to when Tutsi, you come to Chakra, say no different as you reported. And with regard to the vote buying, at the funeral grounds in Kusi, after we engaged Mustafa Bandi, we had people, residents, that they were ready to go and cast their votes. Having a heated exchange that we have visuals on, that on our various social media platforms, people, our followers can get the visuals to watch them. People accusing some political party officials from the NDC that they have bribed or they have attempted. Some people have received some amount of money from both the NPP and the NDC camp, and the amount was 200 K. They were sharing among them. Once again, my team and myself, we didn't see that. We only witnessed the heated exchange that ensued between them and one of the political party's official. Mustafa Banje came in, he and Joseph Yami and their security and the police presence moved in to ensure that order was restored. So we spoke with the NPP official that most of the people were pointing fingers at that they saw him or they saw and also heard paying 200 cities to some of the people, the voters to come and vote for the MPP candidate. He denied vehemently nothing of that sort has happened. He has never done that and he don't intend to do anything of that sort. He accused the NDC that it was a tactic, all these things, all these accusations leveled against him and his party were tactics that the NDC has deployed in a way that they just want to create confusion, then they will pass behind to do whatever that they want to do. But they engaged Mustafa Bandi and he said, no, they don't intend to do anything like that. As a matter of fact, they believe that they are going to win hands down. They have done everything possible to put in the measures that they deserve to win this particular Akwatia seat. That is according to Mustafa Bandi. And also, with regards to the road construction, he responded to some of the allegations that were being made.
Okay.
And his response was that if the roads were deplorable and former President Akufo-Addo and
Okay.
his government
Okay.
did not do anything about it.
And Collins
then
will be
we have
with you
to-
all through, right till the declaration of the final results, because that's key for us. But let me take you now to my other colleague on the ground as well, Samuel Kojo Brace. Sorting officially underway in that polling station where you are. Tell me more. Well, on your screens, there are official visuals from Akwatia. Currently, voting has ended, sorting underway in some polling stations. Counting officially has begun, and we would be finding out who exactly the constituents have decided to steer the affairs of Akwatia, and that will be coming up in a matter of minutes. So far, heavy security presence on the ground. We can see the police there, residents abiding by the rules set by the police. And in the studio with me, we will be exploring this further. Join me now is Asa Santi. He's a political analyst, just to look at some of the key things we're seeing play out at Akwatia and why this seat exactly is so important for both the NDC and the NPP. Why are they so enthused about it? Some argue that the NDC already has supermajority in Parliament, especially taking into consideration that the NPP have signaled they would not be running for Tamale Central, meaning you still have your numbers. So why are you so enthused about this seat? What exactly is in Akwatia that you want? And then the NPP is also seeking to secure that seat because the NPP won that seat. But historically, Akwatia, we know, has always been a swing seat. Both the NDC and the NPP have equal chances to actually win that seat. And so for them, it's about protecting their ballot, especially because of what happened at Akwatia, Ablikma here in the Greater Accra region. The NPP, they were leading at the time, but after that result ended on that fateful day, despite the chaos, they lost the seat. And so really a lot of things playing out at Akwatia. Doc, I'll come to you just to get your initial thoughts about how today has panned out. Peaceful at some polling stations, your general assessment?
It has been peaceful, except that ugly spectacle that we saw.
Indeed.
Which I think is very unfortunate. But all in all, I can say that it went on smoothly. I'm praying that the last moment of it will also see a peaceful post-election process. And then we know we have come to an end of this program. That said, I have to make the statement that I commend the police for the professional work, even though they are not done yet. But you can see that they were on top of their game. And that also fortifies me into saying that if we take our hands off the police, they will do a professional work. But more often than not, that has not been the case because political actors have, some interest beyond the interest of the state. So for that reason, they always work in a certain way that tie the hands of the police and they become ineffective. But I know that professionals as they are, if we allow them to work. So it is my hope and prayer that everything will go on well. And then we have to learn something from this, that we should not go for by-election or any election for that matter, where it looks as if that the world is coming to an end. It shouldn't be.
But we saw a lot of strict measures put in place by the police, even as at last night. They were going around the community, making sure everything was on point before today. Should this be the standard moving forward?
That has been the standard. It's not new. Peace is an important ingredient.
I'm referring to the police presence, how heavy it is at Akwatia. Should this be the standard in every polling station moving forward? Why? Why shouldn't it be? Because it appears this is yielding results. We're seeing the thugs flee from the scene. Shouldn't we adopt this strategy moving forward?
Yes, I'm saying that should not be the case, because otherwise we are saying that if we are going for general election, if one constituency we can marshal forces like this, then you are talking about what? 270
yegidi se akasi makakra bi na counting start so no eguso a ekoso na no yegidi se enche on be hye na counting no abane ho ene yebehu omo a yebe declare wie no yebehu omo wo polling center ho na se collation center ho ene omo a ebedwane ede free collation center ho ebisi ye e wa Accra Sports Stadium wa bra MPP for ekoye National Executives Election ewi ase ye hwehwe JB enye minua JB owo fi ha John Buadu ye hwehwe ne ye hu no nti omo me nya abotre wa hwe na ekodu baabi na se opani Collins Dade hwehwe na ye hu na ebe ha but kwame yenko tie said the accounting no ashasi ekoso
yes results ni bebre na so start eba from some of the polling stations but my entie we na yemra
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 66. Sorry, 66. Yes. 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80.
And Mame Nawase, and just as you are saying, no counting no is underway. Akwatia in major polling stations, no say kase counting no ebiwa one more etime ewe. Ma menko back to Akwatia. Reporters no are on the grounds na yebetimi my figures ni be said be also obetimi eho de ekos, but few provisional ones are no oko a Amakrum LA polling station at the New Patriotic Party has done 32 votes, NDC Enya 158 votes, LPG 1 rejected ballot A 2 total vote cast A 193 Ewo Amakrum LA Oko Adai Kroma NPP 37 votes, NDC 155 votes. Oko Takorasi funeral grounds NPP 63 votes, NDC 94 votes, rejected A 1. Oba Alafia polling station resort Asumedu, the New Patriotic Party candidate, Enya 29 votes. Lawyer Bernard Bediako Enya 218 votes. Independent Osu Patrick Enya 1 rejected Aya 0. Winchi Palace Center NPP 194 votes for a year Asumedu and so the NDC Enya a year 79 votes. Oko a year Takura we are say SHS polling station total vote cast 181. Asumedu of the NPP Enya 37, Lawyer Bedu of the NDC Enya 141, rejected 3. NT Eno some of the provisional result yede emau yebekọ ground surely na yene your reporters no etimi edin komo edi free ho now obebiem the result keeps coming in NT Akwatia lorry station NPP Asumedu 83, NDC lawyer Bediako 333 votes, LPG 0 rejected ballot A 1, and that is the result from the Akwatia lorry station as Meboboso at the Embano. And those are some of the provisional results. Now, Oko a year. Amizion Church Ewo Akwatia polling station the New Patriotic Party Enya 107 Asumedu Edie Enono NDC lawyer Bediako garnered 118 votes, LPG 0 and the total vote cast 225 out of total registered voters register, so 331 and clearly some of the results provisional ones ana efrasia eba now oko takrasi de mabo e de amount SHS hodie no mabo no so e de amount, and those are some of NPP Solomon Asumedu Enya 156 votes, LPG 0 total valid vote cast 235, rejected ballot 3. Now oko again some of the pink sheet yenya from some of the polling stations we are just letting you know na wonso watimi ehu enti yade ni nyina no e de betoto so e de ama surely na afei yakọ grounds and kasa ne reporters ne so e de enkomo lorry station there maboso dada mame mra eye kwekuso these are some of the results ashasia trickle in mame enti na oko police station bit say town council hall NDC
194 yes trust dey etie na ehanu say yebeka ne say polling stations yi emienu NPP na adi enkunim wo ha say ma yemfa ye ho enko ye 2024 general elections na yenkaka ye ho center ye migina die NPP na NDC enyaye 2024 general elections eye Palace Square A and also so no NPP enya 298 and NDC enya 36 by elections womo aba womanim ye pa omo aba womanim ye na mamenko and me pacha wadaroma NDC agent, right?
Yes, I'm Greater Accra Deputy Communication of the NDC.
Okay. Baby
NDP NTM kunim dedi kan beda nyankopon ase because yam right, so for us the police yeah the nyame ase because we here am vote no at abafam 98 na at about 192. So by the close of the day no you have elections now.
Okay, and no NDC agents are what ha say and na yene no adi enkomo no homodin na wohwe fa and hono mo no so a wutimi hu say jubilation enyina bomu no ye be hu sade ade no ebeko Mr. Speaker.
All right, so papa mame and I was saying yeah enti ye be san so about champion patients na yaba ababedi enkomo ewo ho in just about Onia TV so any your election command center ana yede Akwatia by election no live update and coverage ni na no e de Kwame Asomedo asante ewa ha no my very own colleague ana afi e de ma said e be ya obehu the way a polling station by polling station performances ni na no esi etie you be ko Facebook no so you be kan wadwenche no but kwegu Mami mra was so na minti your impression so far results kakra aba ya bobo so polling stations do na no eguswa counting 119 there edoso but no so be bresa we are hoping say na coalition ni na no etimi esi mami nti so far
speaker I say reporter no or yeah there she is doing so well because about ma year elections are now what you need to do and say we just oppose election result on the day against the previous one and ebema nkrofo the direction that be about onuko and you why they pa now adeba kwa many eji hu say the hotspot areas as when chi ho apart from when chi ho no you were in fact 2008 now 6 police stations were declared as hotspot areas. In fact, omu elections in Ukano, they couldn't collate the result. You have to rerun those police stations. If you Ukaya, omu rerun in 2009. Great. And 2021, Council Hall police station. Council Hall police station was a total complete hotspot area. And Udika 2008 January, I just say Akwatia has established 5 hotspot police station areas. And so far, no, out of these 5, no, what you mentioned 3 of them. What can 3 yet to me a quality result one ma declare. Our police station. So for me, I'm so happy to say at least police station like Presby High School police station, Yoruba Mosque police station, Lorry station, AME Zion. All these places are hotspot areas. Our Akwatia. And he said to me, Emma, some of the declared result collated on that particular police station at least I think I'm happy now that I think the police people have done so well, they've done a very good job apart from the intimidation that because the numbers intimidated people, but I will say all the time, say police number may intimidate you. Yes, and say police number now and I say numbers no and I say violence will take the day. No, I know we are against it. A person Ghanaian election and I say election at whatever level, be it assemblyman election, whatever, a by-election, rerun, and national election, it should be peaceful.
Okay.
Because after all, at the end of the day, we want a good leader. Now before you were discussing something on the need for by-elections, no?
Yes.
With my brother
with Mark. Yes.
With Mark. Now the truth is that if you weigh the two sides, if you weigh the pros and cons of by-elections, yes, I also said a few weeks ago, say, especially we share plane crash way.
Yeah.
I see now. In Mutala in such a devastating kind of death. And I say nipa wusa kind of wona. Sometimes say contest, but that is politics. That is democracy. That is what we have chosen for ourselves. As Ghanaians say, practice it. And so for me, it's a mass spotlight. A mayen who what is happening on the ground, local areas on the ground, and a hotspot areas by election to me hospital number. Say to me take decisions against those areas and sana. You do general elections, and the other one, media and public perception. Yes, it's also very good. You do by elections, and my media no to be analyzing, and our public no so to mean the public perception about because the result will show the perception of the public. If the government in power and now say opposition party, and finally it strengthens democracy.
Okay,
by elections strengthens democracy. And with all intents and purposes, you weigh pros and cons now. Me say at least. Yes, it's costly. Democracy is costly, and so. But as a peace and security student, personally, I think that for me, that's the way to go. We have to take it. We can't stop it. And I want to say kudos to so far to the police officer IGP.
Okay.
Now, if they can carry the same attitude, even though maybe NDC is going for only. Tamale Central. To me, it's only one political party. No, the miscreants can take advantage of even that situation and misbehave. See, this kind of attitude, to me, take this attitude, call elections, I mean, Tamale Central,
Tamale Central, so Ebeboy, na Mamemra Kwame Asante, so that Mintio, so Kwame, Mamemra, so that Mintio.
Mr. Speaker, Meka said the Canada, so far, so good. Sir, Osha resource. Sapoma mo ede ba for now ni ade a ayedin don battle polling station we wo ho abo se ekọ ha na ekọ ha na ekọ ntino untumi based on so far near ba no so enka se so blue ana so green until say
but on that no Kwame ubetimi ehun margins no said the margins no ba no enti comparatively o share the C 2024 result by and now we share the appreciation that some of the candidates making any the depreciation
it could tell you something, but don't forget to say baby so betimi aba ebi die betwa bidiem.
Okay,
oh say your elections for Ghana high general elections no how better ave no 2001 for NDC no be a Bantima Florida. One enti Bantima nya ba behwim say Kim afo say cancel their 3 constituencies. It could happen in this by-election. Say, Osha baby, say polling station be Akwatia dia na me beka ho asemi. Osha Buadua lorry term na ho na say bus term na ho. Provisional results are abasi say no. MPP 111, agenda 111, 111. NDC candidate no enya 323. In that margin no uko project CC yabo say ho no NDC krabe 73.something%. Wa brother to PPDN who abenya 20-something, 30-something%.
Okay.
But over to me, I call baby so polling stations being so beba, sana ebe dane. But the most important thing, what the toto the ema urenes ya kumi edim kunim no ho the appreciation and the depreciation as you earlier mentioned. And no able to me, I inform you say so blue and I say so green because say it keeps changing, sir. Say be a baby previous elections no. we appreciate it this time round. What depreciate it? Ama dear none dear what from now appreciate it.
Okay.
It is speaking volumes of Sebi Nyansa H. Ye nyina say ekoha na say ekoha. But I will still say it's early days yet. Yen twen na majority of the polling stations no emra. Okay. Half of the polling stations are then we can draw some I won't say conclusion say but we will see where the trend is going and we will see where victory is heading towards. Then we can compare and analyze on that.
Very well. 4 minutes to 6 live on Onuya TV. Na anope enumere o share live ewo aha anafe utie live on radio on Onuya FM 95.1 election command center abatu aso ana yede coverage ni nyina no e de ebro ye shase free anopa JB any team no ebetna se na meja kon anafe news team no promoto ye omonso ebesom free no mi no eko ana yenso yasomwa ababedu sabre enti yene wo kwa akosi se yebe counted the last ballot na afi clearly yebe hu baby a abatu no the sunsunso aso nyina no eko akwakosi ewo Akwatia eno achi no na afi yaba ochina na yene wo ede ho enkomo yie pa menim so ochina Wednesday free ochina akosi Friday no Akwatia by election the review of it the aftermath no any sunsunso a ebeba enumre ni nyina no yade a yebedi ho enkomo akwakosi na wotwe no but stay with us and trust us say ebano abatu dia aha number 1 ye hwese ye cameras no ebetimi a capture bibia on the grounds at the amount na afi the detailed studio discussions no yetimi ede ni nyina nso ede aka wo ho na contributions any opinion I will share with us on our handles ni nyina no ya kenkan ni nyina ede amount ye be ko Facebook ye be kan wo messages no ebi enti what send ya nyabotreman ye be kenkan ni nyina na afi wonso predictions no wetimi ede aba but to say the Kwame Asante eka ye no early days yet enti untimi predict bibia for now because results in the afina ashase eba mako mind you there were 119 polling stations enti until say yebeko akwa kosi no untimi enka nyina now say o share eye Onuya TV a obehu say ya shasi a ye projecting results no edema enti the ye quality in our back doors no so far about 10 polling stations out of 119 polling stations enti trust us said the air kono na no data na nkasa besesa baby a etobia no wankasa ubetimi ehu on your screen and afin so mo joining live on Facebook and on radio no yebetimi acheche mu ama motimi ate ni nyina no ase enti stay with us na yene wo any enkomo but so far ase kweku counting no ese no eniema atodin utie the NDC polling agent I mean Sapoma any di nkomo na even though the polling station the result na nkwa ama no but wafani so cool wafani easy say I mean part of the election
yeah and I mean kai say nkrofa ye analysis and I'm who say no. This is the say guy na okasano police agent ne kasano okita a previous result no previous result no I was just opposing with the current one and the man confidence be so if say na never be cost there
and he was able to tell say in the previous election no NPP appreciating numbers in terms of that particular police station but and then you know NPP are dropping in terms of result in 2024. Ama NDC there no etimi apija in that polling station.
Great. So and only asema ye kanu be say trend be cause that because if you result be depreciated to the extent of about 100 votes over 100 votes. Because 298 against 192 now about over 100 votes. Now omudi na to be and to me and cost through there by 100 but enusu epeja at least close to 40 votes and I say 45
over 70 something
close so the leftover no bet we can say and we the low turnout now another voter suppression na yeka wansem but there Kwame Eka no I agree with him perfectly say yes it's early days yet to me nyabeye at least about 60% of the police stations no eba out now say na trend be call there and here we bet me I predict what I say. So It is because the prediction is difficult for some of us now because Akwatia has been a swing constituency for all these years. Obianim him say like 6 against 5. It has been a swing constituency, either going for MPP and as going for NDC. But there's something unique. But to me, I know so predicting say we share all the time. I ever call a by election. The by election result goes to incumbent government, party in power. It is only the only time MP be a bar if I say Akwatia or buy with a different political party MP with a party in power. Now we and say NSL on one to me bar during the time of NDC and our call. And so this particular election say it means exact comma NDC and I just say the trend continues. The trend continues. And but so far so good, like, surprising. And that's so surprising to me. Say the way I come here, I think say but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, say no matter what direction this election will go, we are still appealing to the police. Say they should do everything possible to keep Akwatia safe for us. Because safe. Yeah, Nukofa Mugu Akwatia say every abonti eba Akwatia. Omo does say one more Akwatia. Even the number of police we say 5,000 policemen. Police for 5,000. Now omo free other regions eba NDC, MPP supporters eba no. Omo does say Akwatia for and see whatever they will do to keep the people of Akwatia safe. This is on their land that we are having this election. And their safety is our concern.
Okay. Kwame, mamimra was so na yebe wrap up na yensu ya sorry na the next team no etimi aba. But adia ba ko bi me nwanwa kakra na misusu se Friday ye di NSL komi 1 week, right? E wa Akwatia. Oshe the see wo honoma. I know say date on which is over the 1 week and was very deliberate. Few days to the election time and our period.
The NDC also inaugurated was it DVLA office in Akwatia. So both political parties no be trying the possible best say obenya the sympathy from the electorate ahead of this by-election.
Dr. Baomi, I was say NDC for a man. Pressure
because of court issues, not up and down. And MPP in social year who said no, Nipa no uyache, to see 40 days there, young fan share this time, then it will create the awareness for the constituents to know, say, this time round, we are close to the election. No one who say, yeah, this year, you're parliamentary, you're parliamentarian, and a film, until Ebema amount for no eye. Ati bibi say na ebe koso amanfo betumi agina so ato aba mom in that same vein NDC so ehu ne se ba bi edru no e wase ye wei edeboa na ye inaugurate office no na echi amanfo ne say we are bringing development to their doorsteps enti akoye strategy besepa ne ko nyina haban yes ye tase no be nansafom because omumi enu nyina no obi a wo adwemu pa wade ekoye and obi a de menka ne say eye bad because obi a was strategy or the core elections mu say wo core election without a strategy wo san ye kra nkeye untumi nsore prekope na nko obi a wo kwan ofa so winning elections titru ene ye main political parties ye NDC nenenua MPP said you win your elections e wo ha enti we na tena se hu say no yen na MP na na oteso a wafrim no yen ye amanuku ba enti ye ne sei ne edi na wotweda na say 40 days ne sei ya ebetumi aboa ama manfo ato aba amaye wenso hu ne sei no Ghana ni bie kasafa mpuntuo ho obie pe development e wo ne area ne constituency enti ye ne ye nya ne den ebi ne akwan a omutwa so ne ade for all you know it could be say it's in the plan say omobeye sa akwan but strategically obetena se atwen ye hu say ma menya ne this time then I'll be able to tell the people say okay say you know mo kwan ye yes ama moto aba edema ye candidate emaneba parliament he can lobby more and you get more of this and as even more than this ya inaugurated DVLA office though it could be started from the previous administration but ya hwan breso na ya inaugurate ye wo be kwa akoye no agene shine enti omumienu nyina no ewo trimopo bi a omode course elections we ma it's up to the electorate to decide say yeah the ekobi nkuma na nifa say omuwe the two strategies na abe to monim na they will decide say okay me hwe we dey na oh ye dey fine me hwe we dey na okay mpuntuo dey fine then they will decide on where to cast their vote and who they will cast their vote to.
Okay.
Speaker.
Go my so just 1 minute. You wrap it up now. You sorry now. You hand you over the next team. No.
Speaker, actually now me person me comment be on the former vice president state comment now here. You know, we said where we find ourselves as a collection of CSO against political vigilantism and violence extremism. There are things you speak about which are to me a trigger violence, a trigger emotions into other things. Where you work room has it, you nyama Jachikwesi FM. How many months Jachikwesi a court? In fact, to the extent say some of the things I don't even want to talk about them here. I mean, nyama come Parliament at a point in time. They said you have to smuggle him into Parliament. Sometimes they have to be at court and the whole. I mean, all kinds of things for so many months. The number of months President Mahama is spending our court 2012 elections a more result for 8 months and over. And he said, "Who can say will be eco elections now because election about to moon semno eco court in Tino and nipanenya depression
yes.
And that's a pressure." How do we? That is not a comment that should be coming from a former vice president.
Okay,
because here. Former vice president on one dance or court.
Very well.
Dance or court. Elections.
Very well. We have to leave it here. Now, so it's 7 minutes after 6. Mede de kwame apia kubi na free via nombi no eba besi no nsia ana yene watna ewo your election command center so ewo Onua FM ana afi Onua TV. Iben Kweku Fenuku national director edema the coalition of CSOs against political vigilantism. We obeboa ye and my very own colleague Kwame Asante plus Mark Ewusi of Election Watch Ghana and ni I member of the NDC's communication team and paying for 9 and free area ebabesi enumre wamo eboa ema ye the conversation no ni nyina no edebro yeja na ya sorry so na yenua ma aka no aba beto aso kosi se ye be declare result no Kwame ye di asi enti ya sorry so na wamo ato aso
we check your phone so ma send you niema bi na
niema me ya
aha kwa ho say me ya careful because it's early days here enti we dey ya face you na ya break you na aka ho.
Okay, we did a Kwame appear could be Mr. Speaker, highly grateful for your time and team aka no to us so adom ye nia ochina me no be share ewo Onua yensempa dwumadie so ewo radio so yabasisi ya
Who sent you there?
It's King Tech.
Who sent you there? Hello, had your police on the line? What's cooking, man? Sometimes if you trust someone, love don't cost a dime. It be right.